All right, let's bring in Yvonne Schalle now for a look at our weather forecast. We saw Alyssa Thibault holding an umbrella when she was reporting earlier.
Yeah, and depending on where you are, it's going to be showers as we get in towards this evening. Right now at the airport, though, we're seeing dry conditions, but it is going to start to pick up, and heavier rain is moving in as we get in towards this evening. We're sitting at 6. That's where we're looking just along the west end. That's where a few breaks are. We're seeing it along the southern regions of the island as well. It's been a weak front through the day today, but this is the system that we're watching that's going to pack a punch with very wet and windy conditions and impact our Friday and even leading in towards the weekend as well. So rain and heavy at times, windy, especially near the strait along the western and northern regions of the island. It'll be very similar through the day, and it'll be a soggy start for our weekend. If you're traveling along the mountain passes, some of the heaviest snow will pick up late in the day for tomorrow. We'll see that along the Coquihalla, Kootenay Pass. It'll be similar. The sea to sky for the day tomorrow, 5 centimeters, and we could see an additional 5. But those are areas that are just south of Brandywine. The winds tomorrow picking up, so gusts over 60, a few spots closer to 80 along the western edge of the island near the Strait of Georgia, between 30 and up to 60 for us across the lower mainland. It'll be similar if you're by the water, between 40 and 60 kilometers per hour. Coastal areas for the northern half of the province, we're seeing some breaks. Highs will be up to 6 degrees. We do have that flurry activity across the central interior tomorrow, a bright spot along the northeastern corners of the province. Rain mixed with snow for the southern interior. It's really the mountain passes that will see some of the heavier snowfall picking up towards the evening, and across the island, windy at times. If you're by the water through the day tomorrow, it'll be wet and windy. Grab your rain gear. Temperatures up to 7. It'll be mild for the start of the weekend on Saturday. We're hoping to see more breaks in there as we get in towards our Sunday so far. So,
all right, thanks, Yvonne. Let's bring in Yvonne Schalle with a look at our weather forecast. And the rain is coming, or is here.
Yeah, it's here. It's a bit soggy. We'll be continuing to track this leading in towards tomorrow, the beginning of the weekend, but it's not a complete washout for the weekend, and I'll have that coming up in just a moment. We're tracking that rainfall at the airport. Temperatures are currently sitting at 5. We've got a few heavier pockets just along the North Shore Mountains. We're seeing it scattered across the island at this hour, but this is the weather maker and low that is moving in and packing a punch with very windy conditions starting to pick up this evening and then continuing through the day. So for the afternoon and leading in towards the evening hours, we're going to continue to see very wet and windy conditions, and higher elevations will be seeing some snowfall. 20 and up to 40 millimeters for most areas for our rainfall amounts. Have taken this in towards tomorrow night, and then upwards of 50 to 60 will be across the island as we get in towards the start of the weekend so far. The winds will be sort of an easterly wind, and most areas along the island, the western edge and the northern regions, will be looking at those gusts between 60 and up to 80 kilometers per hour. Strait of Georgia up to 60, and across the lower mainland between 40 and up to 60 kilometers per hour. Along the mountain passes, if you're traveling, we are going to see the snow intensify, but it'll be for the evening hours tomorrow along the Coquihalla, Allison Pass. It'll be quite similar. The Kootenay Pass and along the sea to sky just south of Brandywine is where we're seeing 5 centimeters of snow through the day tomorrow, and then the potential for another 5 as we get in towards the evening hours. Coastal areas, though, a bright spot with some sunshine for tomorrow with a mix of sun and cloud. Prince Rupert will be up to 6. We are going to see some flurry activity that'll be across the central interior, much of the southern half. It's rain mixed with snow. Higher elevations as well, we'll see that snowfall heavy at times around the mountain passes be towards the evening hours as we look towards the island tomorrow. So it is going to be a blustery one, very wet and windy. We'll see that across the lower mainland as well. For tomorrow, highs will be up to 7. Then as we get in towards our Saturday, double digits, a mild one, 10 degrees, and leading in towards our Monday. Sorry so far. All right, tonight's weather window. A great shot of blue heron. This one was captured by Philip. Look closely.
Oh, natural framing.
It's beautiful.
Love it.
I'm giggling, and Squire's looking over too. It's because I'm trying to make myself like level with Gailus, but we have a big height difference.
Yes,
very large height difference.
This is a very tough chair.
This is the worst one. I think you got the better one.
I do. Well, because I'm. That's my problem every night of my life.
Yeah.
To make yourself level with Gailus?
Exactly.
Hi.
Yeah.
All of us.
Yeah. These two.
I was told.
The magic of television.
I was told earlier in the show to lower my chair a bit because I was the same height as you, and no one believes
One
that.
of these days, we're just all going to have to stand up and show the difference. Anyway.
But it won't be this day.
And not today.
Some great stories, I'm sure, told around those tables.
Yeah, you had to be, I know a good friend of mine's father, I think, flew those planes, and you had to know how to fly, fly those, which I think were nicknamed the Widowmakers.
Is that right, the Starfighters?
I think so. Yeah, that's what some of the pilots called.
And your uncle was in the Avro Aero program, too. I know we don't have time to get into it, but
that's how he ended up working for NASA. A lot of Canadians went down there because of that.
Amazing.
Oh,
all right.
wire seat. Yeah.
Right? Rain's on the way.
Rain heavy at times and windy tomorrow.
All right. Thanks, Yvonne. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night.
Good night, all.